should be live on YouTube as well. So, good morning to anybody who stumbled onto this stream. What are we doing today? We're removing the struct and switch. Oh, let's use this. Oh, okay. Well, that's gonna be fun. Although not really. I don't really enjoy refactoring existing code, but well, it needs to be done, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's run this. Give me 1 second. Okay, now you're able to hear me just fine. Also have to get ready for my workout later, so I'm gonna download all the music. What do you mean log in? I've logged in multiple times. Yeah, okay. Whatever. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I just want to download some music into my watch so that I don't have to carry my phone around the gym. And currently I'm on like a screaming metal type of kick, so that's what I'm gonna listen to while I work out. But Unreal is now live, so let's get back to it then. So I said I want to remove this unit struct. This unit struct is highly annoying. It's highly annoying because I thought it would be a good idea at one point, but I think I just I overthought this, and I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna make the code clean from the beginning, and I'm gonna, do this. Put the basic elements of the unit in one little struct. And this is a bad idea because anytime I'm filling up the struct, I have to, figure out. I have to call the whole struct and then get the piece of it, and that's search incomplete. The results may be missing. Load and reset these assets. Index all these assets right now. What the hell? I'm unresponsive. I don't really want to do that now. Also, be later. Okay, so we're setting unit. See, this is exactly what. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna break the unit struct, and we're just gonna say soldiers. That's gonna be an array of BP soldier. There we go. But it's going to be an array. Then what is else? What else is in the struct? Oh, unit ID. I'm not even sure we're using the unit ID, but I'm just going unit ID. That's supposed to be an integer. Then we've got unit name. I really could just not use the word unit all the time. Also, I see we're getting arrays out of everything, which is not good. So let's switch it back to a single thing. Unit ID. Yeah, let's just do this. And finally is size. So yeah, I'm just going to say size. That's also an integer. So what I gotta do next is, okay, so when we're setting the display unit, we're gonna say it's the initial size. Wait, so set unit. Why are we not using the start health and the initial size? Why would we not? Let me get the search results somewhere down here. Okay. I imagine there was a reason why I did that. So let's just keep doing that. Soldiers. Soldiers and their length. Yeah. See, I'm gonna look at those functions later. I'm not gonna worry too much about that. So we're gonna say soldiers, get soldiers and length. And that's gonna be the unit count. Okay, sure. Although I'm almost certain that that's what the size should be about. Or is that the, I don't know, initial size versus, if I have the length of the array, I don't really need, you know, the size. We'll see. If I don't use it anywhere, I'm just gonna delete it, but that's fine. Okay, the name of the unit is used here. So display unit name. Boom. What is the problem here? Oh, I made it a name. I should have made it a string. Why would I? Damn it. Okay. Delete this. Get name. And boom. There we go. There. Next up, we have a length of the soldiers. Yes, get soldiers. I really should do a Control C here. This is also, we are using unit size somewhere. In the unit manager, assign target position to units. Positions per unit. Okay. Position index. What the hell am I doing here? I don't even assign target positions. We are branching whether sorted selected units. Interesting. I'm not 100% sure if so. If we're only doing one, then we just assign it. And if we're not doing one, then we are. Oh, right. So this is assigning target position to multiple units, and then we assign them. Right. So this is a way to divide. Okay. Size, get size. Gonna be the last index. Okay, sure. This is the unit struct. This is inside the unit. Okay. And we are setting members in F unit. This is something that I don't want. Default unit size. I'm just gonna say size, get size. If the size. Wait, what? So just like this. If the size is 0, click A. That member. Okay, so I'm just going to say set size. Size. And we're going to say set size. That's going to be this. And then we're going to go here. And we're not going to be doing this. There we go. Okay. What's next? Get unit. Okay. Set members and unit struct. Yeah. Initialize unit. Okay. So this is like the one place where the unit struct actually probably made sense. But we're just gonna say, where's the unit? We are inside the unit. Okay, so size, set size. Daisy, come on, email. What is it? Okay, size goes here. Now set unit name. We're gonna have to go all the way down. Set name. We're gonna set that here. I'm just gonna make it a little prettier. And that's it. And set the unit owner, and that's already done, so we don't need to worry about that. I am going to do this though. So let's move this down here. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Get unit. So we're doing, what is this? Toggle unit run. Yeah. Yeah. And I think I have that in my, what do you mean? Target. Target itself, no? Well, I guess. Get soldiers. There we go. Gonna be better. Okay, so we're toggling run here. Now we're doing on soldiers. So we already have the size of the unit. Size. Okay. And here we're doing its soldier struct, get the soldiers, and we're gonna add to that, not to this. Okay. In its struct, set this unit struct. I don't understand this. So we're setting set collision channel for the soldier. Add the soldier into the unit. Yes. Oh, so we're setting the unit struct into the soldier himself. Does the soldier have a reference to the unit struct? Oh, he does. Okay. Well, that's kind of dumb, but okay. So we're not going to do that at all. See, this is what I mean. I really wanted to make it, you know, like advanced, and because I don't know what I'm doing, I now have to make it much easier because I don't want to keep getting this struct, setting this struct, and whatever. We are still inside the unit, so I can just control V this thing. Yep. Okay, so remind me that I need to do this for the soldiers unit. I don't think I'm using the soldiers unit all that much, but still. Okay, this is, what is this function? Oh, trigger fight status. Yeah, this function is probably gonna leave anyway very soon. Mhm. Let's go in. Put this here. Oh, this is the last index. Okay. So that's good signs. And let's plug that in here. This is in calculate positions. Yeah, okay. Oof, calculate from all soldiers. What are, oh, right. This is not even. Yeah, I've got some birds up there. So we're gonna switch this and this and this. There we go. Yeah. Now we're gonna get. Oh God. Okay, well, I think I can just, copy paste this everywhere. And it doesn't need to make these kinds of long ass lines. There we go. And the struct can be removed. This is calculating something. Calculate. Yeah, this is calculate unit position from the corner soldiers, basically. I don't think that's gonna work all that well at, eventually, but for now I'm just gonna not worry about it. That's what I've decided. Yeah. Okay, so this is soldier death. That's not something I've done yet. This is init health. Okay. And this is attack. Assign attack positions to unit. So we go soldier by soldier and we assign the units and then we set the soldier to be attacking. Okay. should be it. So if I now decide to remove this, yeah, because it's not used anywhere, it doesn't matter anymore. And now, if I try to play this, it's going to tell me that everything's fine, right? The soldier count is still correct. Let's try this. Yes, that's fine. Move this guy's here. Attack. Why are we not attacking? That's a problem. Okay. Okay. And I also want to kill one of these guys. Let's kill this one. Okay, so the issues we have is unit not hacking and soldier count not updating on death. Okay, well, so this is, we can just move this here. Clean up and categorize unit variables. Okay, so I'm gonna do that later. And first I'm gonna see if I can figure out what happened to the unit attack. The unit attack is, well, hard to say where it is really, but okay, hold on. I need to eat because I want to drink creatine before I go to the gym. And I want to do that on empty stomach. Cinnamon. Okay, I don't know if I should mute myself while I'm chewing. I don't think you want to hear that. So I'm gonna mute myself while I eat this. Not that the commentary is exhilarating in any way, right? Okay, so let's do that. Okay, here we go. So I put back the unit struct. And when I put it back, the attacking started working again. Let me delete this file and see what happens now. So now, yeah, now they won't attack for some reason. Even though the unit struct apparently is not used anywhere, it is crucial for the thing to work, which is not good. Okay, we're gonna keep it there for now. What I really should do is I want to look at. Okay, well, let's look at interact click, right? So we have interact click that leads to this double interact. Check interact click enemy unit. Is enemy unit. Battlefield manager will tell us if it's enemy unit, and then we return the enemy unit and attack it. Attack the enemy unit, selected units, make state tree event, enemy unit to attack. Oh, don't open it. Am I using it in the state tree somewhere? The state soldiers moving to attack. STT unit move to attack. Let's look at that blueprint. Unit, clear timer. Set timer, attack enemy unit. Scan for enemies. Doesn't seem like I'm using it to do anything. Moving. Idle. Set all soldiers are idle. All soldiers. Receive test condition. Return value. Okay, I know what the problem is. In this function, we are sending this. This is the problem. Actor soldiers. There we go. Now, if I delete the unit struct, it should be because I was using to the state tree. I was using the structs soldiers variable. So the state tree wasn't probably working correctly. And that's the issue. Okay. So now the soldiers say that they should attack more. Okay, some soldiers are getting in there. That's fine. These guys should be able to run over here and attack these guys or like lock onto them for now. Yes, okay. So that's fine. Okay. So let's continue. Actually, let's do this here. Yeah. Soldier count not updating on death. I don't know if it did that before, and the cards, the whole UI thing. That's just gonna be. Well, I should be probably using this one and not that one. Let's do one. Break the unit struct. Boom. I also want to do remove soldiers reference to F unit. That's not what it is, but so soldier apparently has this reference, which I don't really like. Hmm. Okay, see, now I have to do something because it's called reference to F unit. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna find all, and it's not used anywhere. So we're just gonna delete it. Where is it still in use? Is it in use? Because I don't think it is in use. I've asked you to look for it. Okay, so it is used somewhere. Okay. Unit ref soldiers. Also, this will probably have to be done a little differently. Because I'm gonna eventually, when I'm scanning for soldiers or scanning for, even scanning for collisions and stuff like that, I will probably want to ignore all the actors that are on my side. I think as it is, well, no, but yeah, I'm gonna eventually have to feed the feed all allied soldiers into this so that the trace doesn't hit them. Okay. So that's the soldiers F unit, which is fine. So what's next? Next, remove soldiers reference. Okay, that was shorter than I expected, but hey, I can tick it off, so that's fine. Clean up and categorize unit variables. Check which ones still need to be visible. Okay, now let's look into that. So there are so many variables in unit. I don't really enjoy that, but well. Okay, so positions, formation span, minimum formation span, left position, default soldier area, and target positions. What's the difference between target positions and target move positions? What? Um, target, hold on. Target position. Okay, let's take a look at where we set this. Visualize target positions. Visualize selected unit target positions. Okay, visualize target positions. Calculate positions, visualize positions. Visualize positions. Okay. What kind of game are you making? I am making, if you've ever played a game called Total War Arena, which was an online only version of the Total War games. Um, I really enjoy that game, and it's no longer alive. But I decided if I want to learn Unreal, this might not be a bad place to start. So I am technically trying to remake Total War Arena to learn how to program in Unreal. Yeah. Well, hopefully, if I keep at this, one day you will be able to play a version of it, which probably will be much worse than the original, but that's fine. Uh, so in that game, you would have a big map and a bunch of soldiers. I think it was 3 units per player, and you had 10 players on each side. So you had uh, 30 of these units on each side. And then, you would navigate the map and try to find the enemy soldiers and kill them, or get the get to their like outposts and capture them to get points. So yeah, I started. Oh, okay, cool. Well, what kind of game are you making then? Okay, so we've got these guys. Hmm. Well, let's. Anyway, I'm just trying to do some cleanup right now, and it's probably pretty boring to watch. An FPS single player extraction game with boss battles. uh, okay, extraction. I've never played an extraction shooter. Is that like the Rainbow Six Siege? Is that an extraction shooter? I think so. With boss battles. Okay, I mean, I would probably play a little bit of that just to check it out because it does sound interesting. Why not? You know. Okay, now I'm confused. Yes, because the extraction game and boss battles, I was like, okay, I get that. But the shop sim and fishing, that's you know, but it might work. A lot of these ideas that we might have might sound confusing, and then when you see it in action, it makes sense. I feel like when I don't know when Hideo Kojima pitched Metal Gear Solid, it also might have sounded confusing. Who knows? Or when they pitched whatever Fortnite or one of these games that blew up, you know, it all sounds confusing on paper. I think so. You just do your thing. But I do you wait? Do you say you started? Do you stream also, or just work on it on your own? The survival games in Norway, you run the only shop life and not the island. Thanks to Cell and the boss boss. Oh, okay. Well, okay. So this kind of reminded me of what's that game called? Uh, it was the zombie survival game. It was originally on Xbox, and then they ported it to PC. But I can never remember the name of it. That was kind of like no, but you know, well, I mean, it might work. So also, you should probably. I don't know. I don't know if you need to motivate yourself. If you only started a month ago, then perhaps not. But it's fun, and I had a guy come in here and teach me about state trees, and then I spent like 3 weeks trying to wrap my head around it. But uh, he said it was gonna make my game better, and it's the way to do it. And since I don't know what I'm doing, it was very helpful. So I can only recommend. It feels awkward. It feels awkward like I'm talking to myself or like a one person who comes and watches, but you get over that pretty quickly. Target positions to unit. What are these functions? No. Assign attack positions. Assign target positions. Okay. Well, this probably shouldn't be here at all because it's dead code. Um, about this one has it too? No, it doesn't have it. Okay. So when my player movement set up, a few weapons modeled and rigged. Custom inventory loading set up. Okay. Okay, so if you've only started a month ago and have all of this set up, I'm gonna assume that you have experience. Well, I don't know how difficult it is to set up custom inventory and looting, but I imagine it's not all that easy. So that sounds like good progress for 1 month. Position. A bit of all of design in the past, but ChatGPT can be a lot of help. Yeah, yeah. I have Claude running. It's probably not seen because of the camera, but he's here. He helped me set up a lot of the early stuff. And whenever I don't know if there's a blueprint or like a node, he can search the documentation for me. But he actually did not suggest the whole state tree thing. And so I feel like I can not rely on him all that much. So, well, yeah. I still feel like we have it so much easier than people like who were making games 20 years ago. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I was starting on the strategy, whatever it's called, strategy prototype. A lot of my blueprints are still called BP strategy something because it had the selection, but it had like selection of one soldier, and I needed to select a whole group by selecting one. So I don't know if I even gained a lot of, if it was very helpful. But yeah, I like that it is so easy to get up and running and like have a prototype or something that moves so quickly. I really do enjoy that about Unreal. I used to incur with Unity a while back, and it's fine, but it is just much harder to get things up and running. So you need more discipline or more motivation because it takes a while to see some result. Yeah. What am I looking for? Right. Yeah. I wonder what's gonna happen when Epic uh, removes the blueprints. I wonder how many people like us who enjoy blueprints are just gonna not be able to, or not work as efficiently or whatever. I don't know. I don't think I would be on Unreal if blueprints weren't a thing. So we'll see. Also, I don't know what SKG framework is. Is that something you like buy on the asset store or something? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, I've heard it's 2028. Um, they're bringing their programming language. I don't know what they call it, verse, but from my light googling, what I know is that they use that in the Unreal Engine for Fortnite thing. So that's where that is coming from, and they're just apparently applying it to the entire Unreal editor. If it's better, I don't know, but it's gonna be code. So we buy these cute little nodes that we can click and move around. But maybe I won't spend a whole lot of time, lining up nodes so that these lines are nice and straight. If it's just code, then That will save me a lot of time if I don't have to line up these stupid lines. Anyway, but I wanted to do something because I just noticed that when I press space, oh, okay, so it works. Does wait, the hell? So when I press space, all the positions are supposed to be highlighted, and like it blinks into the hell. I've had an issue with this before, and it is just like the debug, whatever. But that's also the case here. Okay, I've got 5 more minutes, so I'm gonna look at that. Makes me wonder what will happen with all these packs on Fab. I use so many things like water plugins. Um, yeah, I think there's gonna have to be some way to either convert them or or I don't know if they can just throw away everything that's on Fab. And if they do, I feel like uh the biggest advantage of Unity is that is their asset store. And if if Epic nerfs their asset store by just switching from blueprints to whatever else and throwing away all those assets, I don't know that that's a good idea. So, but maybe Fortnite is bringing them so much money that they don't care. I don't know. Ultimately, I think Unreal Engine, whatever it's going to be, 6. I think blueprints are still going to work on like 6.0, or nobody's gonna, or like we're gonna finish our games on version 5, and then we're either gonna have to learn something new or just we're not gonna be making games. I don't know. Honestly, I hope that my game is done or I'm done making it before blueprints go away. So I've got like a year and a half or two. I mean, there are games that are still coming out on Unreal Engine 4. I'm pretty sure that Kena Bridge of Spirits came out and it was running Unreal Engine 4. So, you can still make a great game on the older version of the engine. So, I don't think we need to worry all that much. Yeah. Yeah, it's very hard to speed shit up, I think. Because the more you build it, I think the beginnings of my game, even like getting the soldiers to spawn and like getting them to line up correctly and everything, it wasn't fast, but it was faster. But now when something breaks, I have to like go look through 7 different blueprints to see what happened. And like the bigger the game, the harder it is to fix everything. And so just, I don't know, just have fun with it. This is just like a hobby for me, so I'm trying very hard not to pressure myself. I have a day job that pressures me just enough, so no need to make this stressor in my life. Yeah. Okay, well, if you're switching to this full time, then then yeah, that's different. But and of course, good luck with that. But yeah, I don't know. Does Unreal have good AI systems? I feel like or there should be something on the fab. Like one of the reasons I chose to make this game is that I didn't have to worry about the AI systems. Like if this is going to be multiplayer and each player is going to control their own units, so there's no need to try to figure out AI. But then I have to figure out the multiplayer aspect of it. So it's it's a trade-off for sure. But I feel like both AI and multiplayer, there's gonna be something you can build on already. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by, and good luck with your game. If you start streaming, come and let me know, and maybe I'll catch your stream sometime. Okay. Good night. 2 a.m. is yeah, that's very late. You should go get some rest. That's very important. Yeah. And I'm gonna have to stop anyway because it's 8 a.m. here and time for me to start my day. Okay. So, I guess I didn't do all that much, but I need to figure out somehow what is the difference between target positions and target move positions. If I figure that out, I'm gonna have to write it down here. Figure, I'm gonna do that as a to-do. In BP unit, what's the difference between positions and target positions? Yeah, that's gonna be next. So that's 6:22. That's gonna be for tomorrow. Okay. Well, that's it, I guess. Okay, thank you for anybody who might be watching this live or on YouTube. And